Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, a few days after the crazy weather we've had. Tornado watches, torrential rains, major winds, flash floods, and everything else in between. And I just wanted to give everybody an update. I just want to let everybody know that we are now officially called Noodle Farms. Why Noodle Farms? Because my first canine noodle's name is Noodle. I'll show you guys my Noodle, but he's in the house eating a treat. So, I also want to show you guys the power of cow, horse, and chicken manure. There's not an ounce of pesticide, not an ounce of any chemicals whatsoever. This is just nature at its best. I mean, they're huge. These plants are huge. This is my wildflower garden. Full disclosure, I plant for my own happiness. I don't plant, sometimes it has no rhyme or reason. I just put things in dirt sometimes to see if they'll grow. I hate to throw things away when I cut them. So therefore, there are things that make no sense whatsoever to anybody, but I enjoy them. So for instance, these tomatillos here, they're planted with cilantro and I don't know what else. I don't care. There's corn here. They might do something, they might not, but I'm planting them. Also, when I have cuttings, I hate to throw them away, so I just stick them in dirt. An example is basil. As you guys know, you have to constantly trim basil, otherwise they turn woody. Well, all the tips of my basil, I just put them in the dirt. I don't do anything else. You could put them in water and they'll grow, but I just put them in dirt and constantly water them, as you can see. This is tomatillos, carrot, and basil. Basil and sweet peas. Sugar peas, I mean. Maybe they're not supposed to be together. Maybe some people say you shouldn't do it. I don't really care. I just put things in dirt. That's all I like to do. Gardening is for my own health benefits, so I don't do it to have any organization. As you can see, there isn't any. So here, these peppers, for instance, these are tip of peppers I broke off because you're supposed to do that in order for peppers to get nice and bushy and get a lot of yielding. So I just put them in dirt. Now it's a huge plant. This pepper as well. It was a tip of a pepper, if you guys can believe that. But maybe I would say 3 inches. I just put them in. These are carrots, rainbow carrots, of course. Welcome to Noodle Farms rainbow carrots, onions, nasturtiums, marigolds. I don't even know what else I have in here, but I enjoy them. This here, again, no pesticides anywhere, guys. I have 5 dogs and I don't like pesticides. This is just chicken, cow, and horse manure. Nothing else. Nothing else. And I might add, these here are also little cuttings, or I break them off. You're supposed to break off there's a growth that you're supposed to break off on tomatoes. I've been very diligent in breaking them off. But right here, this end right here, this area here, you get a little shoot and you're supposed to break them off. Otherwise you get like crazy tomato plants everywhere. So when I do, I let them grow about maybe 3 inches tall, and then I put them in the dirt. No lie, I'm not lying. These are all things that I rip off I break off from the tomatoes or onions, basil. Here it is, basil again. Cilantro, onions, some crazy mushrooms that I'm not going to touch. These are sunflowers right here, all kinds of different sunflowers, Mexican sunflowers, purple. I can't wait for them to bloom. This is some sort of magnolia tree that I thought it was dead, and wouldn't you know. And my biggest accomplishment, I've had this sweet potato in here for months. And I thought, well, I bought it from the store. I let it soak in the water for about overnight. I thought, well, whatever. Who cares? I'm just going to put it in dirt. Months, nothing. This morning I come out. There it is. From here, as they grow big, I'm going to cut what they call slips. And I can put them in water to root. Or like I always do, I just stick them in the dirt. So that's what I'm going to do. I have tons of these black containers. And I'm going to put them to use. More tomatoes, onions, cilantro, nasturtiums, basil. Again, tips of basil. Stick them in, guys. Water them and they'll be fine. Eggplants. I've had to buy these. I tried seedlings, seeds from my own seeds, and I don't know what happened. So I had to buy these again. I love eggplants. They're a bit finicky, so we'll see. Corn and beans. Again, hopefully something happens. Oh, and some marigolds. I put marigolds everywhere, or nasturtiums. They're just so good for your garden. Some sort of plant I came with from California because I couldn't part with my plants, but I left tons of them back there in California. But I thought it was dead, but look at it now. A carrot, I don't know what color, but it's rainbow. This is a fig tree I brought with me from California, and I think these are cosmos, orange cosmos. They look like those poisonous hemlocks, but they're not. These are seeds I put in. You got to be very careful here in this part of the country with hemlock. Here I have peppers, and look at that. I've got pepper fruit already. These are banana peppers. They're not hot. And these are, what do you call them? Poblano peppers, because I love Mexican food and I have to have poblanos. They're a little bit hot. This is my cilantro, which I love cilantro. Again, Mexican food. My onions everywhere. These are my potatoes. In fact, I've just harvested a bunch of red potatoes just the other day. I don't know why they got so quick, but they did. They're about yay size. They're beautiful. This is my ginkgo tree that my wife bought me a few years ago. I brought it with me from California because I can't part with plants again. It does really well in this weather because it likes cold weather. So there it is. These are some more banana peppers. These are potatoes. I'm about to take these out as well because something's not good, but I know I'm going to harvest a few from them. Carrots, lavender. So this bed, I don't know what to do with it. The only thing that survives in this bed is lavender. The reason being is because these roly-polies or pill bugs, people might think that they don't do anything. Actually, they do. They eat everything. So I'm going to wait until I have some bigger plants to plant in here. But for now, these are lavender that I grew from my own seeds. These two. And then I bought these. That's the only thing that can survive here, in some nasturtium. More potatoes. More potatoes. More potatoes. And my dogs in the background. Carrots, onions, some sort of fruit plant, I forgot what it is. More potatoes. My little wannabe composter and my actual composter. These are watermelons, orange and red, and some more watermelons, and of course marigolds. My greenhouse. Oh yes, wife did this. I have arches, so My watermelons are gonna go on arches. Excuse the mess. I had to pull some things from the bed because they grow crazy. They're called lemon cucumbers. They are so good. I've never had an issue with them being bitter, because usually cucumbers can become bitter. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not a professional. But the lemon cucumbers, they literally look like lemons. They get yellow. They're so good. So that's what I plant every year. And these will go on arches as well. I have more plants on the other side of the fence because I can't stop myself. More onions. I had to just pull this morning a bunch of cilantro that I let it to go flowering, because good insects love it. So I let it be. There's some more here. When it flowers, the good insects love them. So now I just have white onions in here, and a bunch of gold marigolds and nasturtiums. I'm telling you guys, I should be pulling these things, but I just love them because they're so healthy. I'm not going to pull them, but I'm going to trim them, because here I have red onions, but they're not doing so well because I had the microgreens in here as well, which overgrew, and I had the lettuce and salad and all that. So when I pulled it, the onions stayed, but they're a little bit small, but they'll come around. I'm not worried. More cilantro that flowered, and marigolds. All right, this is it. I will post some more tomorrow, but I just want to give you guys an update. We are officially called Noodle Farms. Who knows, you might find me on the side of my road right there selling some breads and some vegetables. You never know. You just never know. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching.